Well, good morning and welcome to the Being Your Own CEO Success Circle. This is a support intended especially for solopreneurs. And this morning we're going to be talking about Restream. And since there are only four of us here so far, let's just let everybody do their own intros. So, last in, first up. Nathan, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us what's happening in your neck of the woods?
Okay, my name is Nathan Siegel. I'm coming to you from Guadalajara in Mexico. And my thing, where I've been spending the bulk of my time lately is to do with copywriting, which is a major part of what I'm doing.
Excuse me, Nathan. You need to either get closer to your mic or turn it up somehow because we can barely hear
I've
you.
turned it up repeatedly every single time I'm on a broadcast with you guys, and I can't figure out what's wrong because I use Zoom all the time, and this is the only time I get a complaint about my microphone. So, and I've got it as close to me as I can get without getting a pop filter problem. Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, well, I don't have a pop filter because I don't like the look of it. Anyway, so my thing is copywriting and also working with affiliate marketing. And as for what's happening down here, I don't have the slightest idea. It's just nuts down here as far as this whole virus thing is concerned. And I've just been doing a lot of reading and watching a lot of videos trying to understand what's going on. I think I've got a pretty good handle on it, but I'm not 100% sure.
And I see that Javita is out on YouTube saying hello. So greetings, Javita. Hope all is well in your neck of the woods. So Fred, how would you like to introduce yourself?
Certainly. Thanks, Laura. I'm Fred Jones. I'm in actually Ladysmith, 80 kilometers north of Victoria on a boat that my friend owns. And I've been here for about a month now. And what I normally do, and I still am doing, is working with promoting communication and leadership skills amongst our younger generation, which a lot of them aren't going to school, which is causing them a lot of challenges as well. They're missing their friends. And I'm trying to promote some more online Zoom sessions with them and how they can be successful and effective using Zoom, at least communicate with their friends in an appropriate manner, which will help them in many ways. So I work with a lot of youth. I'm working with a fellow in Nepal. We're writing some manuals because he's promoting in the school system some youth groups, and that's one of my most exciting things. What's going on here? Well, Lolan, you can explain what's going on in British Columbia.
Okay, I will. Thank you, Fred. So David, go ahead.
Hello, I'm Dave Flannery. I'm with Affordable Websites for Small Businesses, and I also do real estate in Rock Falls, Illinois. As far as what's going on around here, we have a beautiful sunshiny day with storms moving in around 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. Some good thunderstorms. So our first seasonal threat of bad weather with lightning and maybe tornadoes, maybe straight line winds, just all that sorts of fun. So that's what's going on around here.
Right on. And shortly, Dave will be providing a presentation about Restream. So I'm Lolan Fuglsang. I'm in Victoria, British Columbia. And I've been referring to myself as the elder website geek. And I like to help people who are either retired or contemplating retirement, who want to start their own online business. So what's going on here on we're on an island, Vancouver Island, Victoria. We're all still socially isolating ourselves. And we were, just before we came live, we were talking about our wonderful public health doctor, Dr. Bonnie Henry, who is actually receiving national recognition for the way she has managed this whole situation in British Columbia. So I'm keeping the numbers of people getting the virus and etc., keeping it way, way, way down. So we're all pretty proud of her. So, but I see there's a question from Javita on there saying there's a lot of discussion about using Zoom. Is it safe? And I was going to say, we know that our Canadian Parliament is meeting today via Zoom. And so that question has arisen. And I've spent quite a bit of time following what's going on with Zoom, how to make use of it, all of that. And there's an awful lot of talk about security and Zoom bombing, etc., etc. And unfortunately, a lot of people actually listen to that and don't hear what the Zoom company has done to mitigate those problems. They have taken a number of actions to take care of that, and unfortunately, people don't access that information about what they can do to make Zoom safe to use. So I have followed that fairly carefully, and I feel quite confident that if used properly, it is quite safe. So I don't know whether anybody else has any thoughts about that, but there are ways. Zoom has made a number of changes. One of the main ones is that at one time at the top of the Zoom window, you could see the Zoom the code that talked about what the access code, and they removed that. It's not, you can't see it up there anymore. So I mean, they've taken a number of actions, but there are certain settings that are within Zoom that you need to go in and set it up so that it's safe. So so that's my thoughts about that. Oh, there's Vivek. You're just in time to introduce yourself, Vivek, if you would like to. Namaste.
Namaste. My name is Vivekanand, and I believe in simplicity. Unify, simplify, amplify life. So, short intro.
Well, I'm glad you just made it in time. So, and you're in the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am in the UK.
Yeah, right on. So, by way of introduction, some time ago, a few weeks ago, I actually had my whole system set up to restream to. I think I was restreaming to two sites, YouTube and Twitch, and I'm still hoping that I can restream to LinkedIn. I put my application in, but I haven't received any response yet. So, but what happened was I signed up for Restream for the free version, David signed up for Restream, the AppSumo version. And one of the things that we all need to know is if you want to restream, you can restream to YouTube and Twitch and possible, and there's a gazillion other platforms that you can restream to, but you have to have the paid version of Restream to be able to restream to Facebook, to a Facebook page. You can restream to a Facebook profile, but who wants to use their personal profile for a business restream? Not me. However, I've decided that if it comes through that I can restream to LinkedIn, I will be restreaming to both YouTube and LinkedIn because I think they're both worthwhile. I made the decision about today to not to do the restream thing. I'm doing it, keeping it really, really simple here. But I know that David is planning on doing some restreaming, given some plans that he has. So he's come this morning prepared to give us a presentation so that you can see just how easy it is. That was the thing I found just really interesting as to how easy it was. So take it away, David.
Well, good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or evening, depending on where you're at. This is Restream, and you have to sign up for an account. It's pretty straightforward, and I've already done that, and I don't want to waste the time showing you how to do that. It's a very simple deal. You can use a free account or you can use a paid version. Mm-hmm. If you are a member of AppSumo, I would recommend you keep an eye out for it. I paid $49 for this app for a lifetime membership, and it's just a slight less than what their pro version is, but it gives me what I want. Mm-hmm. As I said before, I'm doing real estate, and we've decided, my wife and I are in partnership, and we've decided to start broadcasting at the first day of the month, the last month's statistics of how sales were going on around here, and just mm-hmm. news around the area about real estate. And so I'm getting ready to use my Restream. Right now, I'm going to add a channel.
Do you think you're sharing screen?
Oh, I'm not. May I share my screen?
Would you please?
Thank you. I went right into it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Are you seeing it now?
Not yet. But it does say that you started screen sharing, but there.
Okay.
We're seeing it now.
My computer has gone slow on me in the last couple of weeks. I'm going to be changing it out to a new one that I have at work that's faster, and putting this one at work because I hardly use it. So right. I'm sorry you're going to have to put up with a little slowness today. So anyway, I'm on the Restream page, and the first thing I'm going to do is quick add a channel. And what comes up is all your different areas that you can go to. And as Loanne was saying, there's a whole bunch of places you can stream to. I've not heard most of these, but we can go to, I'm going to go to Facebook. This is the paid version. And I'm going to set it up so we can do my Facebook Live on my page. So I click that there. And I'm going to connect to Facebook.
It is slow, isn't it?
Yes. Some of it's the internet too, in that they slowed things down around here. I was getting close to 150 speed, and now I'm down to 27.
Really? Wow.
Yes.
I think it's overusage. It's because of
Yes.
all the working at home, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah.
Now it's asking me which profile I want to use. And here you can see I have all my pages that I have on for Debbie Flannery, and this is the one that we use for public for our real estate, the Sauk Valley Real Estate Homes and Lifestyle. So I click that and save. Now that is how hard it was to set up Facebook. When I start streaming, it will automatically stream live to that page. I don't have to go to Facebook and set anything up for them. It just automatically starts. Okay?
Are you going to stream to more than one?
Yes. I
Okay.
wanted to add another channel, which was YouTube.
Okay. Right on.
And I think that's the one I want.
You want the events, yes.
Oh, nope, then I need to go back. Thank you.
Oh, well, it depends. Hang on. Events, if you have it scheduled. The other one, if you don't have something scheduled ahead of time.
I don't have it scheduled in YouTube yet.
Well, then you probably should go back and do the other one then. Because I think the
Okay.
other one said live. Yes, stream now.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry
I
about
believe
that.
we had to set up manually, and we have to go to YouTube.
And get the restream.
Yes, and you
Code.
may need to help me a little bit with that.
The stream you should not share on the screen.
I didn't catch that.
The stream key, you should not show it on the screen for the public
Okay.
to see.
Right.
Anybody grabs that screen key, then your YouTube channel is
Is wide open. Yeah.
wide open.
Although if he's not using a regular stream key, if well, it would still, yeah. Oh, look,
So
there's,
take the screen away somewhere else as you.
yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
So all you need to do is paste the stream key there and hit add channel. So
Yeah.
yeah. Do it off the screen share.
Yes.
Stop screen sharing for the moment.
Yeah. That's one.
Be safe.
That is one thing that we should clarify. Sharing your stream key is something that you don't want to do publicly, because that's how the hacking happens. That's how all that Zoom bombing happened, was that people didn't realize that they should protect that. So. So what David is doing is a little bit different from the way that I would have set my thing up, because what I do with my Tuesday morning things, I schedule all of those. I actually schedule the full month, so I have everything all set up in YouTube ahead of time. For the specific days. As I do the same with Zoom, I go in and I schedule those. I have those already all set up. And I go into Chipmunk and I have those already set up. And some of you may ask, what on earth is Chipmunk? And it is a program that Vivek designed to help me connect with my regular people who want to participate in this Tuesday morning thing. So we figured out how to put that on my website, so you can go into my website, sign up with a form that automatically does a whole lot of things that causes Chipmunk to then send out reminders to people's calendars and emails. So if you want to know more about Chipmunk, you better talk to Vivek. How are you doing, David?
Well, I'm not finding where I can live stream on here.
Oh. So there was a piece that we should have done ahead of time.
I should have set up the streaming. Anyway, we can just go with the Facebook Live.
Okay.
And then I'll show you what we do to get it to connect and everything.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, again, I find it it works a lot better to go into these platforms and plan and schedule everything, so you've got all the links, and I record all those links into a common document, so I know there are no surprises.
I'm going to go back to sharing screen again just for a second. And what I do is now I have a stream key for that I need to bring in from OBS or from Zoom. I'm going to use OBS, and I just copy this key. I'm going to bring up OBS, but when I go to paste it in, I'm going to take it off screen. I would go to settings.
Now we might say that if you wanted to restream directly out of Zoom, you can.
Yes, you can.
David has chosen to use OBS, Open Broadcast System software.
Yeah.
But this same thing can be done directly out of Zoom. So in Zoom, what you would do is put this restream key in the appropriate place in Zoom.
And this is, I go through here and these are all the places I can broadcast to in Restream or in OBS. So I'm going to choose the Restream RTMP. And now I would, I can paste this in. I'm going to move it off screen for a second. Oops, wrong
You
one.
can't see it anyway. It's just...
I didn't think you could.
No, you can't.
And you just Control V. And then apply.
Yep.
And OK. Now I am set up with OBS to start streaming to Facebook Live or any other channels that I set up on OBS or on Restream. And it's really nice. It allows you to hit, once you get set up, it stays set up.
So isn't this interesting? We're seeing David in OBS, and I'm broadcasting out of OBS as well.
Yeah. And
yeah.
When we start broadcasting, this will turn live, and you'll be able to see the broadcast through Restream. So you could monitor it to make sure that it's getting to Restream, and then you could go to where it's sending it to and make sure it's being broadcast there too.
Yeah.
So that's basically it. It's fairly simple, and it allows you to do 2 or more.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you have any idea with the free version how many platforms can you stream to? Do you know?
I believe when I first heard about this that they were saying you could do up to 10.
Wow. It's just Facebook. It's just the Facebook page that you can't stream
Right.
to.
When
Yeah.
you add a new channel, these have to be paid. You have to be part of the membership, and I imagine what's going on. You have to pay Restream to be able to get to these, and
Yeah.
it probably is because they are forcing Restream to pay them
Yeah.
some amount of money to be
Yeah.
able to broadcast.
Yeah.
The other ones just are allowing Restream to do it for free.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's more than likely what's going on there.
Yeah. So, and you see on there where it says under LinkedIn, it says beta. So that has you in order to be able to restream to LinkedIn, you have to be accepted at this point by LinkedIn. I'm thinking that as time goes on, LinkedIn will be open to anybody who wants to restream, but at this stage of the game, it is not. So
Yeah, and LinkedIn is a good place for us to be, for this show to be. It really would be. It'd be right up their alley.
yeah,
I don't think I would be doing it for my real estate show because that's very local, and it's more for the consumer than it is for people that are running a business.
yeah,
So I don't think it would be a good fit for me.
yeah. Yeah, it just all depends on who your client is or who your target client is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Any questions from anybody?
What if a company wants to look at a property, so you're not selling it to them? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm just broadcasting a show that is going to drive them to my website. So if they want to look up a property, I will tell them. I'm going to tell them in this that you can, search any property in Northern Illinois at our website, teamflannery.com, and then there will be links in the description, and there will be that kind of information will be there. So but it's more. The show will be more about the statistics that's going on and any news that's going on. Like if we have a new companies coming in, so there's going to be people moving into the area to start working, stuff like that, or a place shut down, so now is not the time to sell your house. If you can hold on to it, it's better to wait. Whether we think it's a hot market or a cold market or
right.
an in-between market.
But Vivek's question was, if you thought companies would be open to buying property, then you would want to go to LinkedIn rather than Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business. I'm selling residential homes right at the moment, so
Right.
I'm not selling businesses.
Right.
You never know when these days every company wants people to work from home, so company want to buy lots of homes.
Oh, that's
That's a good one.
That's an interesting perspective, Vivek.
Buy all
For
the
their
homes
employees.
close to the, or build homes like they used to in the same area as the factory, so that everybody lives in the same place,
Yeah.
but they can social distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still be close.
I see Javita is asking, can you stream on the same time on all channels?
Yes.
And the answer is yes. Yeah.
I think that's the whole idea, isn't it?
Yes.
Streaming same thing to multiple platforms at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although we did discover there is a bit of a delay.
Yeah, delay, if it is few
Yeah.
seconds, minutes,
Yeah.
it's fine. Yeah.
And
But what people were having to do before this was they would record it in like YouTube, their live stream, and then they would take that recording and post it on these other platforms, and that was a lot of work. Whereas now you can just do the show and you're done, or you're gaming or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you can do it on multiple platforms.
And Fred, you had a question.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Dave, when you're doing your live recording, you obviously got some news about real estate that you want to share with people. Now you're live streaming it. Does it record it so that they can go and look at it anytime, or is it only while you're doing it live, so they have to log in while you're live streaming?
Both Facebook and YouTube record it so that you can keep it on your channel, and then people will receive it. The reason that I'm using OBS to do this is it allows me to put intros and exit music and whatnot in the show. Whereas if you're live streaming it just straight, if you take and download the video and edit it, you lose your chat. Your side-by-side live chat that you have. If it's just a live feed and you just keep it that way and don't edit it, it keeps the live chat with you most of the time. Although we've had some of them where it's deleted it, but
nobody knows how YouTube decides whether your live chat stays there or not. We have not been able to determine that.
Yes. But one of them will definitely be is if you take it, download the video, and then bring it back up. It will not. It will definitely delete the chat there.
Yeah. And in terms of Twitch, and I don't know very much about Twitch. I'm a real newbie when it comes to Twitch, but it does record. I'm not sure whether you can watch it live though, but it does go into Twitch as a recording, and it stays there for several weeks, depending on a number of other things in Twitch. Yeah. So so that's interesting that you pointed that out, David. The why you decided to start from OBS. That allows you to bring in a pre-show and an intro and an outro and all of that. Whereas if you were live streaming out of Zoom, directly out of Zoom, you could you could send Zoom to Restream. That would then send it to whatever platforms you want. But then doing it that way, you wouldn't be able to do the intro and outro. So.
Yeah, you could do stuff like the when they show the videos before the reporter goes live and whatnot. You're brushing your hair and pulling out your beard and stuff like that. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, right.
Or having your cat walk in front of your screen.
Right. So I see we are at the bottom of the hour, and I am just wondering whether anyone has a final something they would like to ask or say. Fred, you usually like to have the last word. You want to have the last word?
I would just like to ask about Twitch, because I think the audience there were normally gamers. Now, is Twitch any other people other than gamers?
Twitch has been growing and growing. It still is a lot of gamers there, but they have a variety of other categories in there now. Talk shows, handicrafts, like there's music. There are all kinds of people doing all kinds of different things in Twitch. Yeah. It's an interesting place to go and wander around and see what people are up to. Really interesting. So,
That's good to know. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
yeah. I mean, you can even watch people do carving, jewelry making, painting, you name it. I mean, it's just a whole variety of things. So it's definitely not all about gamers anymore. Yeah. So, okay. So, given that, I want to. I think we're going to stop streaming now, and just with a reminder that it's important to do what you love with passion. And we shall see you next week, where we'll be talking about restructuring your business, and in line with the concept that nothing is going to be the same, even when the world is trying to get back and doing things. It's never going to be the same again. So we had decided it would be a good idea to have a conversation about that. What are the things that we need to think about? How would we think about it? And what would we do about it? So that's next week's topic. So with that, thank you for joining me, and I shall do an outro right now, which is, I think, out.